Thanks to his remarkable ability to persuade others, Michael Ilesanmi from 90 Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After, has raised over $40,000 during his legal struggle with Angela Deem. It was in 2017 that he first spoke with his American wife. Even though Angela was 2 decades older than him, Michael loved her demeanor and didn't mind at all. The age difference wasn't a major issue at first, but as time went on, it grew increasingly so. Angela began displaying a number of warning signs, such as her short fuse and lack of trust, which led to numerous arguments and fights between her and Michael. Michael exerted every effort to ensure Angela was content. He allowed her to rule him because he wanted to create a future with her in America. Michael and Angela were happy to be together after being married in Nigeria in 2020. Nevertheless, their spousal visa application was delayed by the COVID-19 epidemic. After their marriage, Michael and Angela were faced with far too many unsolvable problems. With every year that went by, their problems grew worse, and they continued to do so even after they got back together in the U.S. In the end, Michael decided to part ways with Angela in order to be happy and safe. He started a committed relationship with Angela in 2018. Even though they were very different in age, Michael was committed to Angela and treated their relationship with respect. He also became overconfident in himself after Angela trusted him. Sadly, their easygoing connection didn't survive for very long. Early in their relationship, Michael cheated on Angela. He had an affair with another woman, which destroyed her heart. When Michael hitched a ride with another woman and became a little too intimate with her, the drama started. He betrayed his trust and broke Angela's heart by allowing her to satisfy him. After being called out for it by his American companion, Michael likewise attempted to minimize the circumstances. Michael kept acting more shady and trying his wife's tolerance with his suspicious conduct after the first adultery scandal. Over time, Michael has skillfully created the impression that Angela was the poisonous one, taking offense at her outbursts in response to his numerous instances of dishonest behavior and cheating scandals. He continued to be married to her, but he kept his savings account and WhatsApp group private. Angela had no reason to trust Michael. He just told her to trust him, yet he consistently betrayed that confidence. When Michael talked to another woman in 2022, he actually hurt her. Once more, he employed gaslighting techniques to minimize his actions and paint Angela as the source of their marital problems. Intimacy is what everyone in a long-distance relationship craves. Angela felt the same way about Michael when he arrived in America and desired to make love to him. She was excited to take him home and was glad to be with him. Michael, though, felt something different. Instead of sharing a bed with Angela, he slept on a couch. Happily ever after for the 90 Day Fiancé. The cast member did little to strengthen his bond with Angela. Rather, he held her responsible for every problem, despite the fact that he avoided closeness. Michael made himself appear innocent while cruelly breaking Angela's heart. He spoke with her grandchildren and earned her family's trust by coming off as sincere. Angela gave Michael permission to enter the country in 2023 so he could carry out his lawful responsibilities as her spouse. She greeted him like a king and fulfilled his American dream. But Michael never showed appreciation for Angela's sacrifices or gave a damn about how she felt. Like any true scam artist, Michael played mind games with Angela and her grandchildren before leaving them a few months later. Unlike before, Michael made no attempt to patch things up with Angela. After arriving in America, he changed and stopped caring for her. When it came to 90 Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After, Michael also played the victim. Tell All, Season 8. Knowing that his actions would make her seem awful in front of everyone, he continued to infuriate Angela. Michael expertly played the victim, making his fraud tale feel more like a survival movie. Even though he was the one who cheated and participated in a dubious WhatsApp group discussion, he managed to get his co-stars to cheer for him. Following his split with Angela in the beginning of 2024, Michael has made a number of dubious choices. Michael started a fundraising campaign in August with the intention of raising $50,000 to pay a good defense lawyer for Angela. But he soon lowered his demand to $25,000 in order to make it more reasonable. In 2 days, he raised the money he needed with the support of his supporters. Michael comes out as dubious because of his decision to alter the fundraising target. In order to maximize support and funds from fans, Michael scheduled the GoFundMe to coincide with the publication of Tell All, while Angela filed for annulment in June 2024. Since starting his campaign, Michael has raised more than $40,000. He hasn't revealed any information about his legal battle yet, but he has enough money to employ a lawyer. It's likely that Michael conned his audience by requesting more money than he actually required. Happily ever after for the 90-day fiancé? He just posted an Instagram story from Discount Tire, suggesting that he may have even used that money to buy a new automobile.